here is the point totals as we go into round 2. Half of our players with 3 points.
Nobody got a tie.
Half of our players with 0 points. And no surprise, Eric Bloom. 3 points.
Sitting at the top of the standings there.
No surprise there. So Phil, Chris, Ben, Jamie, Johnny, Derek, Dwayne, Kyle, Lyle, Robert, all sitting at 3 points. Johnny, also a new name.
Yeah, again, having some new faces still showing up, which is great. I don't remember what deck he was playing. I don't remember if we have him on camera, actually.
We do.
Sweet.
Yeah, we do. He does appear on camera, and it could be that he is coming up on camera, actually.
Ooh, so why don't we jump right into it?
Yeah. This is what I call segue.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Boyd versus a face that we normally see on the MMM is Jamie Armel. Both sitting at 3 points, and we've got what I've called the Super Tron deck. Basically, it runs the Tron lands, but then it has room for a lot of different planeswalkers. Besides just your normal planeswalkers, Karn Liberated, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. It also runs Ulamog, Worldbreaker, and then even some spiciness in the sideboard. So this is going to be an interesting matchup, I think. And while Johnny, one of the new faces to Modern Magic Mondays, is piloting the Grixis Delver list, and what I don't know is if he is also piloting a list similar to Kevin Jones's list that we saw probably about a month now. So they're shuffling up for the first game of round number 2. Straw polls going up. Guys, if you don't know what we do, straw polls go up for each round. And we say, do we want Supertron? Do we want Grixis Delver? Let us know in chat. Hit the straw poll, get a vote in. And we bet against each other. 2 votes for the Supertron list so far. Nice. No doubt the power level of Tron, but a blind flip turn 1 Delver, or turn 2 blind flip turn 1 Delver, that always gets the heart pumping. Presents the cuts. And oh my, look at Johnny randomizing that deck. Oh yeah, let's do a high roll first. Boom. Wow, 11. Beat that. That's not going to be high enough. 7 cards. Jamie catching a Pokemon or 2. Alright, so boom, out of the gate. Looks like one of the all-stars in Jamie's hands, I think, to this deck. And he's going to keep that, while Johnny decides, let's go to 6. Let's mulligan. Let's get a little bit of more information involved. Jamie's got a card in his hand that I know he's most likely going to play on his first turn. I can't wait. I'm calling it now. Here's 6. Couple lands. Thought Scour. Searing Visions, it looks like. And here's a tower. Here is Chromatic Star. And Cataxian Probe, starting it off strong. Johnny going to 18. What else you got? Looks like a Power Plant, Grove of the Burn Wallows, Sanctum of Ugin, Kozilek's Return, and there it is, the Oath of Nissa. Fun little card. A nice turn 1 play for a deck that's trying to ramp up as much as possible. 1 green, Legendary Enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature, land, or planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Basically, look at that. Ancient Stirrings was the draw, and he's going to be able to find some fun. Ooh, 2 Oath of Misses in hand, though. And he says, let's get this power plant. Play that. Here is my expedition map. And that Ancient Stirrings is most definitely not a permanent. Here's a mountain. And okay, so Young Pyromancer coming down for Johnny.
It's a fun one. No Planeswalkers yet for Jamie, huh?
No Planeswalkers yet. But Tron has...
Well, there he is.
Yep, just been assembled. Here's Card Liberated. Exile, that Young Pyromancer. Pretty important stuff there. And Bolt, yep. And
this is exile.
it's still exiled. I just don't want to hang on to it anymore.
Lose a life. Play that serum. Down 17.
Alright, so Scry's 2, looks like it's Steam Vents, and then Delver of Secrets.
So, have you talked a little bit about the difference between Grixis Delver and like a red-blue Delver list?
No. We just, I was curious really if Johnny was running a list similar to Kevin Jones, but I think it may be kind of his, I won't say his own brew, because I'm I don't deal in absolutes. I don't know if that's the case, but seeing, I think mainboard Pyromancers is not what Kevin Jones did. But Oath of Nissa comes down for Jamie, and then a Wormcoil Engine. Well, I mean, what is Grixis running that's important to the Delver list that you can't get in?
Kolaghan's Command's a big one.
Okay.
Because it's such a versatile card, you get to do so many different things with it for only 3 mana.
Right.
Tassiger, Jurmog Angler.
Okay, yeah.
Or like
so
the big creature-wise. It also runs Terminate. Some lists run Dreadbore. I don't believe Johnny's running Dreadbore in his. I could be wrong, though.
There's that zombie fish.
Oh, and lose another life.
But now he's presented a decent blocker for that Wormcoil Engine.
Yeah. If he wanted to, he could trade off. Gurmag Angler is a 5/5. He's at that debating period. Okay, do I chump block here? How do I do this? And says, yeah, it's fine.
And gonna go to 26.
Jumps up to 26. There's a Vapor Snag.
That's
nice.
That's pretty nice. That'll net him a little bit of damage off of.
And there's
Jamie's.
an Electrolyze, so.
Yeah, 2 Electrolyzes is not good in the face of a Wormcoil Engine.
No, not really where you want to be at, but that's alright. He does have the potential to draw cards and stuff off it, so he says, I'll crash in for 5. Brings Jamie back down to 21 here.
And here's 6 more.
And he says, here's a Vapor Snag. Dropping Jamie down to 20.
Nice. Johnny looking to maybe come out a little closer to keeping Jamie off of his starting life total.
Says 2 to you, and I'll draw a card. So Jamie's sitting at 18. So yeah, it is getting a little bit closer. And this is where he'll say, crash. Oh no, changes his mind. He says,
Hold on. Okay, so P and Kieran Nalar, Skull Pierce in hand.
goes for the P and Kira.
Yep.
Will lose a life off of that. So you get the red. Because it does cost 2 red, so he'll be at 15.
Okay, so trigger, get the Thopters. Jamie says, here's Kozilek's return.
Bam.
Blow up all those creatures that you just got.
Mm-hmm.
Pass back.
Crash.
And here's 6 more damage.
6 more.
Dropping Johnny to 9 and Jamie to 24. I wouldn't say dropping Jamie to 24.
Increasing Jamie to a
Accelerating.
24. There you go.
There, that's
Accelerating.
Accelerating. Hold on to that one. Another Grove. Man, a lot of land.
Yeah.
But on the back of this Wormcoil engine, he's...
Declare blockers.
Yep. And he says, I'm going to block and let's electrolyze for 2 more. 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm. So they'll trade off. Bam, bam. Jamie will gain 6.
Gain 6.
Lose 1, so he's at 29.
And then also get a 3/3 Death Touch Worm and a 3/3 Lifelink Worm.
Yeah. Look at those worms.
Yes, those are my worms. They do kind of look worm-like. Yeah. And hey, here's another Karn.
So looks like there's an Abbot hanging out in Johnny's hand, so that is another thing that he's choosing
interesting.
to run. Says, I'll spell pierce it. No, just... That's getting exiled by Karn. And on the instep, he'll fetch Groundus Steam Vents. I don't know what he's going to be picking up here.
So Avocaro keep flip. Gurmag Angler. Let's cast the Angler.
Yeah, delve all these things I don't want away.
Seems like that's a pretty good Abbot of Carol Keep. I'm not gonna lie. Normally you don't get that lucky with an Abbot of Carol Keep. But in the face of Karn, let's just
exile that guy. I'll swing 6 at you. Because my worms keep trying to wriggle away.
Those are not those kind of worms.
Oh, right. Long worms. W-U-R-M, not W-O-R-M.
They're also made of metal.
You gotta crush my dreams?
I do. I gotta make sure to keep you honest. And hey, that's another Gurmag Angler.
Cast it.
Yep.
And he's gonna say, exile it.
Yep. Let's take it back, and yeah, you got it. It's fine. Just show me that you're gonna exile my last creature, and we'll go to game 2.
That's why I don't like Karn.
What? You don't like Karn?
What? Who said that?
So we're gonna go to sideboards.
No.
Do you feel as though Supertron is? It's like, I feel like Jamie's deck. It's Naya. Is it Naya? It's Naya.
Yeah.
It's Naya. I guess I could have done Naya-tron. But I just felt like Supertron, Super Friends, he's running a lot more Planeswalkers than your normal red-green Tron list.
Yeah.
And with that segue, I want to go ahead and read Jamie's sideboard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Go right
yeah.
ahead.
2 Kozilek's Return, 1 All Is Dust, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Malira Sylvic Outcast, that's rude. 1 Spellskite.
Those Tron players hate
2 Thragtusk, 2 Pithing Needle, 2 Nature's Claim, 1 Ajani Vengeance, and 1 Obstinate Baloth.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Baloth here. Life Gainer, right?
Gain some life?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it gets stripped from his hand, it can end the battlefield, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely like Obstinate Baloth here. Ajani Vengeance, I also like.
Mm-hmm.
And even Spellskite, I think, is fine. Johnny's going to be running a lot of removal and targeted spells.
I also don't mind Relic to cut down on all those delve mechanics.
Sure.
That's another just kind of cute plan that he could go for. But yeah, I do like Johnny, and I do like the option of Bala, because there is the potential that Johnny could bring in like Thought Seeds or something like that. So he's like, gain some life, have a dude that can potentially get cheated into play. Seems fine.
Yeah.
So Johnny's side, 2 Pyroclasm, 2 Magma Spray, 1 Demir Doppelganger. Oh, that's cute. 1 Royal Assassin, 1 Duress, 1 Sowing Salt, 1 Sleight of Hand, 2 Mana Leak, 2 Shattering Spree, 1 Chandra Nalar. Interesting. Royal Assassin. 1 black creature, human assassin for a 1/1, destroy target tap creature. That's cool.
I don't hate that here, just based off the one game we saw with Jamie riding that worm coil to victory. However, it's just going to make 3 worms.
Yeah, and with knowing there's Kozilek's Return, which is a board wipe and instant speed, dealing 3 damage, or 2 damage, it's going to die.
Yeah. Yo, Charles Biscuits, what's going on, dude?
But I do like the Sowing Salt here, and I don't... Like, Duress is also something that he can take. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say because you didn't really see too much Super Friends style. It was like, here's pretty much regular Tron. Because he didn't play any other Planeswalkers besides Karn that game, did he?
He didn't.
So, I don't think you really need the Duress here. But Sowing Salt for sure is going to help him out. Of course, you exile a non-basic land, search its controller graveyard, and in library for all cards of the same name, and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. What does Demir Doppelganger do again? It's in the cube, and I just can't remember off the top
I was
of
going
my
to
head.
say, you said cute. I just assumed.
It's got some interaction with the graveyard and becoming a creature and stuff.
0/2 Shapeshifter for 1 blue-black. 1 blue-black, exile target creature card from graveyard. Here's a turn 1 Delver off of Stevens, taking Johnny to 18. Doppelganger becomes a copy of that card and gives us ability. Okay. Free. Oh, and the blind flip.
Nice. That's a good way to start things out.
Crashing in for 3, putting Jamie to 17.
So he could become a Tassiger, he could become a Gurmag Angler, he could become a Wormcoil, things like that. Because if you're, what?
And it looks like he may have played another card there. We're gonna keep his life total at 14 for now from those 2 Insectile Aberration hits. But it may be off just a little bit. Bolt in hand. Vapor Snag.
Oh, no second land. Said I'll float a red. Now probably a green so we can search up, but
And
yep. He says Sylvan's Crying.
oh, that's cool art for Sylvan's Crime.
Yeah, I think it's an F&M promo.
Here's the mine.
Biscuit asking, no more iPad life totals. Sadly,
We both slacked.
we both slacked that this week, but they will be back for next week's. So to make the life total easier to read. But finally, we've got, of course, 2 mana there, and Delver coming across for 3 more. Puts Jamie down to 11. Oh
Ew,
no, that
wow.
that mana leak looks great.
Boom.
But
Get
guess
him.
what?
Get
There
him.
is still a cast trigger.
That's alright. Mana leak it. Get rid of those.
You may have that swamp.
Oh man. Oh, so hashtag blame Dan?
What? Oh. Yes.
No. I wasn't there. I forgot about the iPad. Nan picked up the playmat. No iPad though.
Yeah, I was slacking.
Hashtag blame the team. Crow with the burn willows. Johnny stemming the tide, but leaving only one swamp. Here's an Oath of Nissa. Let's look at the top 3 cards.
Johnny gains life. Hey, here's a
World Breaker. Draw a land and I have a counterspell.
Oh. So the inconsistency of a Grixis Delver list.
It does make it a little bit more difficult. You know, you sacrifice adding in more.
And he says, I'm going to exile your swamp.
Yep. Cool.
Cast trigger. Go get a second Ulamog. Sanctum of Ugin. Gross. So,
well, this was fun.
we will soon be entering scoop phase.
Yep, this was definitely fun. It was looking pretty good for Johnny there for a hot minute.
I mean, he got held up on lands for a bit. Oh, move to discard.
Yep, there's an habit.
Oh. Ulamog's cast trigger. Jamie has to target his own stuff.
Ooh.
Fun fact of the day, if he chooses to do that.
Here's an Oath.
That can go to the graveyard.
Let's look at the top 3. Looks like another tower. Kozilek's Return. Oh, and World Breaker, too. Jamie seeming to be firmly in the pilot seat. And plays with Caves.
Interesting.
Here's an Ulamog. Sack. Or Exile. Crash in for 7?
Probably he's 5. I think he's a 5.
Oh, he's a 5/7. You're right, 5/7.
Alright, so.
Dropping Johnny at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Ulamog looking real scary. But Johnny's got an island.
He's got a Vapor Snag.
Don't Vapor Snag the Ulamog.
I don't know, you gotta do it at the start of combat. Before he goes to attackers. Because you still have to mill. Oh.
Nope. I guess that's not happening.
Alright. Anyway, but that would happen,
Yes.
guys, for those sitting at home.
Interactions for people at home. If that Ulamog goes to attacks, you must mill 20 cards.
Now, he could have missed that trigger, too. Jamie could have.
Yeah.
That time he did, because you saw him at least point to it.
Hey, this is going to happen. Scoop phase imminent. So, Tron.
So, buttons.
Buttons. This was a fun round too, guys. Let's as we're moving everything back, let's chit chat for a second.
Okay.
Let's crunch numbers because I'm super interested in the answer to this. What is the number of Tron players that we actually have?
Now, is this just people with Tron decks or consistently playing Tron?
If you have the Tron pieces and you have played it at least once since the birth of Modern Magic Mondays, I feel it's grown since Modern Magic Mondays.
So, Eric Bloom for sure.
1.
Too many. Good answer.
There it is.
Jamie.
2.
Jeremy.
3.
Kyle.
4.
Rob.
5.
We've had a mono blue player show up. I forgot his name. He showed up one week.
Michael.
Was that his name?
6.
I think 6.
Michael Saltis.
I have not played it for season 1 or 2.
Right. You don't count.
I don't count. Yeah.
So going back to it, too many.
Too many.
Out of the 50 plus people we've seen for Modern Magic Mondays, 6 people are, and I'm gonna say consistently.
Yeah.
Are consistently playing Tron. This is a very, I preface this by saying this is a very diverse meta that we have here at Modern Magic Mondays. Mm-hmm. We have I feel like I can't say anything, but we've got fun coming your way next week as well, and I don't know if he made it on camera or not. John. Yeah, I don't know. That's why, because we don't pay attention. But we have a very diverse meta, but 6 consistent Tron players is a lot. That guarantees you on a Tuesday night at Comic Kung Fu for a Modern tournament, you're going to play a Tron list.
More likely than not. You will play a Tron player. And the fact of the matter, it's not just Tron, but you have consistent, strong Tron players. Mm-hmm. It's like if I picked up Tron, you'd probably be okay. I'm never going to get the natural Tron. But we have players that not only get the natural pieces more often than not, but they know the interactions, they know how strong the deck is, and they know what to do for each of these matchups. So, just keep that in your mind. But please come out, is how I'm going to end that rant. So, that was round number 2. Round number 2 in the books. Let's check out